It's been almost a week since the historic collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and the subsequent takeover by the Federal Deposit Insurance Commission. And since then, we've learned of some high-profile names connected to the financial institution. CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski, joins me now with details on an article recently posted on his website, linking California's Governor Gavin Newsom to the now failed bank. Good morning, Adam. Thanks for talking with us.
Well, thanks for having me back, Jim. It's great to be here.
So what did you find out? What do viewers need to know?
So first off, who knew that Silicon Valley Bank, through their investment banking arm, Silicon Valley Capital, made 3 investments into Governor Gavin Newsom's private wineries? So here's the first question everybody needs to know. Now the bank has failed. Federal regulators have seized the bank. So what made Governor Gavin Newsom's wineries so special? There's a lot of wineries in California. That's number one. Number two, here's what the record shows. The head of the Silicon Valley Capital, the investment banking arm, is a good friend of the Newsom. His name is John China. He's actually the founding board director over at the Newsom nonprofit California Partners Project. The California Partners Project was created by Jennifer Newsom and the governor expressly to push her public policy agenda as the first partner. Now, one of the first acts Governor Newsom did after inauguration was create the official Office of First Partner as a subdivision of the Office of Governor. She's got 9 staffers paid for by taxpayers, $1 million annual appropriation from taxpayers, $5 million since he was inaugurated. But it wasn't enough. John China, Silicon Valley Bank, they made, at the request of the governor, a 6-figure $100,000 donation into that nonprofit to give more money, more staff, more political power to push Jennifer Newsom's public policy agenda.
And I thought I recalled that when Newsom was first elected governor that he put his business and financing holdings into a blind trust. Is that something that John China may be running? Or do we know who's running that blind trust?
So it's a lawyer that's closely affiliated with the Newsoms. And this is the same type of thing that the left criticized when President Trump put his businesses, he didn't sell them, he put his businesses into a quote-unquote blind trust. Okay, so in the ethics considerations on Newsom have dogged him, if you remember, all the way back to his campaign for governor in 2018, when the press asked him if he would sell his private businesses if he won for governor. And he said, no, they're like family. I'm not going to sell them. But now we know he did sell, shares in his 3 wineries to the Silicon Valley Capital, the investment banking arm. They had $5.5 billion investment pool dollars. And again, what made Newsom's winery special? Now that the bank has failed, every single one of those transactions needs a white-hot spotlight. Did they overpay? As Governor Newsom took chips off the table, as he monetized his assets personally by virtue of Silicon Valley Bank, did they overpay for Newsom's assets? And furthermore, does Newsom get to buy their interest back at a discounted rate?
A good point. And what about calls from several that the governor should recuse himself when it comes to anything associated with this bank?
Well, California has strict ethics laws. And so, look, at arm's length, all the transactions are legal. But they should open up every single one of these transactions to sunshine. And Jim, this week it's Sunshine Week across America, celebrating the people's right to know. I know of no better case where the people need to know the gory details on these transactions with the governor.
All right, thank you. CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. We appreciate your time and expertise.
Thank you.